Okay, I think it might be fair to say that I might have a problem. If you're looking at me and you're saying, Serena, that's a lot of books, you would be correct. And the bigger problem is that these are just the books I own that I have not read. I love my Kobo e-reader. It is one of my prized possessions, but it is also the reason that I have accumulated all of these books and I have never read them. I have exactly 40 books here. I was cleaning off my bookshelves and I got rid of quite a few, just books I knew that I was never going to read and books that I didn't like or didn't care about, and some books that were just ugly. Like I had the TV tie-in edition to Orange is the New Black. It looked terrible on my shelf and it was a good book, but you know, it didn't like stay with me to any particular crazy way, so it had to go. But these are all the books I have decided to keep, and I'm going to go through them today and, you know, just tell you a bit about them and maybe why I haven't read them. First up, because it's timely, I have this very old copy of Wicked. It has like sprayed edges, but they're all dirty and dusty. I must have gotten this at a thrift store because it's beat up and I never read it. I'm actually shocked that I haven't read this. I love Wicked so much. My 18th birthday cake was Wizard of Oz themed. Like, this is right up my street. I just feel like I've never, like, it's never felt like the time. Even when the movie came out, I was so laser focused on the movie because they're so different. Like, it's not the same. So maybe I'll read this before part 2 comes out. It's just fun and I'm never getting rid of it because I love the sprayed edges and I like that the musical is on the cover. I hope my friend who bought me this isn't watching because I feel like he would be disappointed in me that I didn't read this. He bought this for me at a time when I needed it. I was heartbroken and putting like all my value and self-worth into what other people thought of me. And this is about, you know, like societal expectations and feminism and all that good stuff that I should have internalized, but I didn't read it at the time and I still think it would be helpful now. So this is one of the books I really want to get to because I think it would have done me some good, and I'm kind of mad at myself that I was too moody to read it at the time. This is super popular. Another book that I can't believe I have not read. It's I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. And yeah, this is another one that is high on my list of books to get through. Number 1, Chinese Restaurant. I have heard very good things about this and I'm obsessed with the cover, and that's the reason I bought it, honestly. This is, I think, the most recent book I bought. It's called Glossy. It's the story of Glossier, which is my favorite makeup brand. So yeah, this one also very stoked about. Dial A for Aunties is a dark comedy that sounds very funny, and as someone who knows all about like those crazy meddling aunties, I think this will be so much fun to read. Okay, this is called More Than Words. I have no idea what this is about. I remember buying this and it was with a couple others in this pile. There was a sale at Indigo and it was like 3 for $10 or something like that. So I got 3 books and this was one of them. And yeah, it doesn't sound bad. It's about grief, loss, love, and self-discovery. You know what? I'll keep this. I don't know when I will read it or if it'll be for me, but I'll keep it. This is Elegies for the Brokenhearted. This is also a book I thrifted. Don't know when I'll get to it. Doesn't sound bad, but I'm not sure about it. Shoplifter by Michael Cho. I remember being so excited about this when I bought it, so I don't know why I didn't immediately read it, but it's a graphic novel. It looks very fun. So yeah, I need to put this high up on my TBR. The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, you know, speaks for itself. This is up there with Wicked in terms of like, it's absurd that I haven't read it yet. Not just because I've owned it for so long, but it's The Vanishing Half by Bennett, and it's ridiculous because The Mothers is like my favorite book of all time, and I got this years ago. Like, I must have gotten it the year it came out, but I was just never in the mood to read it, I guess, despite how popular it was. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. This has to be read this year or I'm gonna be really mad at myself. Okay, Fleabag, The Scriptures. I considered not even putting this in this video, but it's just, you know, the scripts of the TV show Fleabag, which is one of my favorite shows. I've seen it many times, which is why I think I haven't really done more than flip through this, but I love having it. When I have a home of my own, I feel like it's going to be one of my coffee table books, or like something I really highlight. And yeah, I love it. I treasure it, but you wouldn't think so because I have not read it. This might actually be the most recent book I bought. It's called Taylor Swift by the Book, and it says the literature behind the lyrics from fairy tales to tortured poets. And it just sounds amazing, creative. I cannot wait. The inside, I don't want to crack the spine, and it's kind of hard to show you what it looks like, but there's like lots of cute illustrations. This is a bad example, but you can see the little snake and stuff, and I'm just excited. I will eat up any analysis of Taylor Swift's lyrics. Dolly Alderton, good material. I have loved everything else I have read from Dolly Alderton. So again, don't know why I haven't read this, but one of these days. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I got this at a Christmas book exchange, and I've never read any of their books, so I'm excited for that one. Emma Straub, This Time Tomorrow. It's about time travel. A friend got me this, and again, still have not read it, but it sounds really good. I was going through all of these, and I don't know what I've been thinking. I think it's just getting so used to the e-reader and then going back to a physical book. Lauren Graham, Talking as Fast as I Can. I love Gilmore Girls. I love her. It's gonna happen one day. Another celebrity memoir, Anna Kendrick, Scrappy Little Nobody. I like her. I got this at HomeSense for $7.99, apparently. So yeah, definitely an impulse purchase, but I like Anna Kendrick, so excited about that. Okay, if anyone can guess what this is, just based on this, I will be really proud and really impressed. It is Les Miserables. I could not tell you how, where, when, why I acquired this. I'm going to guess high school, and I'm going to guess a thrift store, or it was a gift, because I love Les Mis, the musical. It was like my hyperfixation in the 9th grade when the movie came out. And the font is so small, and it's like thin Bible paper. I will never read this physical copy. I will maybe read it on my Kobo one day, but this is just like, it would be cumbersome to read, but I'm gonna keep it because it's a really nice cover. It's kind of like a leathery feel to it, so I'm gonna keep it, but I will never read this. The physical version. Les Mis, you might see me one day. Sharp Edges by Leah Mole. Bought it because I liked the cover, thought it seemed pretty interesting. Ask Again, yes, I also bought because I liked the cover, and yeah, hopefully it's good. Okay, this is silly because there's literally a bookmark in it. I started reading it years ago, and that's as far as I got. It's kind of one of those, you know, fun, funny, millennial essay type of books, and I was liking it. I just wasn't really in the mood for an essay collection, but yeah, I'll start it over from the start again one of these days. Okay, I really hope my one friend is not watching this video, but he might be because he brought up YouTube to me the other week. But this is called 1,000 Lives by Noah Suarez, who is one of my best friends from university, actually. You can buy this on Amazon, and I love Noah. He is very creative. He is so talented, and I'm so mad at myself that I haven't read this, and the only reason is that I don't really touch physical books anymore. And he sent this to me. So Noah, if you're watching, please don't hate me, but everyone else should buy this. I bought this when I was like going through stuff, and I was so excited to read it. It's called I'm Sorry I'm Late. I Didn't Want to Come. One Introvert's Year of Saying Yes. I was just like, you know, kind of in a rut. My social anxiety was at like an all-time high. So I bought this, and then I never read. I feel like I didn't want to confront how I was feeling and all that stuff, but this is one of my favorite covers ever. I think it's adorable, and I should read it because you can always improve. It's another like collection of essays and stuff, and I think we could all do with pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones a little bit. So maybe this will be a 2025 read for me. Okay, The Night Circus by Erin Morganson. Again, this sounds great. I just haven't been in the mood for it. My best friend bought it for me because it's one of her favorite books. I need to be in the right mood, the right headspace. So believe it or not, this is a copy of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. It is like the cutesiest, trendiest little cover, which is why I bought it. And I know this is a classic, and I love the movie so much, and I've never read it. So if anything was gonna get me to read it, it was buying an adorable cover like this. So I should probably get on that. Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher. We know her, we love her. Gravity is the Thing. I don't know if I will keep this. It just kind of sounds middle of the road for me. So yeah, maybe I'll start it and then see how I feel. 3 Lives of Kate K. I got this for free and it sounds amazing, so I'm very thankful for that. Just last night, I remember buying this because I enjoyed the cover. I feel like this was one of the first like cartoon character book covers I picked up, and it's not like a rom-com, but it does sound interesting, so that's Just Last Night. Sweet Fury, I also got this for free and I think it sounds great, so definitely high on my list to get through. This is another book that I'm debating not keeping just because it's not really speaking to me. Yeah, another book that I'll give a try, but I'm not optimistic about how it'll go for me. I bought this before I read anything else by Curtis Sittenfeld. When I was looking at my shelf and saw that she wrote Rodham, I was very shocked, and I was like, okay, now I really need to read it. It's basically like revisionist history fiction, asking the question of what if Hillary Clinton never married Bill? And I'm Canadian, but American politics are inherently pretty interesting. So this is something I'm really looking forward to, actually, and I love the cover as well. This is one that I bought because the cover is amazing, but I also love the content. It is called Everything I Need, I Get From You, How Fangirls Created the Internet as We Know It. It's so cute, and like all the emoji hearts are adorable. I found out about this in one of my classes this past summer, and it sounds amazing. As a former One Direction fangirl, oh my god, I just saw their name literally on the back here. That's the fandom she references. I feel like this book is just going to speak to me. I was admittedly like a chronically online One Direction stan. I remember that all day long live stream they did. I was sat in bed watching that, taking meal breaks, and yeah, I'm excited to see how other crazies like me shape the internet as we know it. Okay, Only in Your Dreams, cutesy, fun romance, and this is actually the first art copy of anything I've received, so I was really jazzed about that, even though I didn't get myself to read it before it actually came out. It sounds adorable. I always love a romance. This is probably the most niche book or like specific book other than the one written by my friend. It is Dream Factory, and it basically is about the Disney characters like in the Disney parks going on strike, and then a bunch of local teens are the only ones available to like take the jobs. And I am like the biggest Disney parks person ever. So I don't know, it's like a teen YA romance, and I really don't mess with YA these days, but if I'm gonna read, oh my god, there's a bookmark in here. I started this once upon a time. I don't know if I stopped reading it because I wasn't liking it or if I got sidetracked, but it's Dream Factory. Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This was a gift, and I was actually really, really excited to receive it. I feel like I'm the last person in the world to read this, which is why I really want to read it this year, because I feel like I'm missing out on something. So I guess when I'm in the mood to cry, this will be it. I got this graphic novel in one of those like blind date with a book things, you know, they give you brief descriptors and for a low price you get it, and it's a graphic novel called Boundless, and I've hardly looked at it. Like, all of these pages are new to me, but the illustrations are really, really gorgeous, and yeah, I don't know what is wrong with me. I need to read all these things. Okay, this is also a little niche. It is a Diana, William, and Harry by James Patterson and Chris Mooney. This was a gift from my stepmom and my stepsisters for, I think, my birthday a couple years ago, because they know I love Princess Diana and Harry. William, we don't talk about him. The last book, and this is actually crazy how I came across it. I, for good reason, do not look at the books when I'm in the thrift store, but just for some reason the other day I was like, you know what, I'll take a look. I said to my mom, there's this book, it's called My Lady Jane. The TV show looks really good, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on it because it's in the teen section and I don't really like reading teen anymore. What do I find? My Lady Jane. I saw, and there were not a lot of books in this thrift store. I was actually so shocked when I found this. It was only $2.99 and I can't wait. Okay, I got through all of that a lot quicker than I thought I would. I don't know, it was really daunting and there were so many books when I took everything off my shelves. I'm really proud of myself for how much I decluttered and that I'm only left with 40 books. So I think this is a sign that I am on a book buying ban and that for every ebook I read, I think I should read a physical book so I can get through this because there's so many good things and I'm missing out and they are collecting dust. Anyways, thank you for watching. If any of these books are your favorite and you are mad that I haven't read it yet, please let me know and I will move it to the top of my list. I will see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.